Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brave Kids Art Club. My name is Brad and today we are going to be drawing a beautiful songbird. Now this is a really common songbird if you live in North America, so there's a good chance that you've seen them. They have a really pretty song, they have a beautiful red chest, and yeah, you'll probably see them in your yard picking out worms after it rains. Do you know what kind of bird I'm talking about? Yep, you got it. We are drawing an American robin. Now there are robins all around the world, but today we're going to be drawing an American robin. They have really cool markings and I can't wait to draw it. So let's make sure we have everything we need to get started. All right, make sure you have a nice clean sheet of paper and we're going to be needing a pencil. Make sure it's sharpened and you have an eraser handy because we're going to do some sketching, which inevitably leads to some erasing. And then we're going to finalize our sketch with an outline using a marker or a dark pen. And at the very end, we're gonna do some coloring. So let's jump right into our sketch. All right, so to start, let's make sure we have the main body parts and then we'll kind of finesse them and make them look right, like all the curves and things like that. So we're gonna start off by drawing maybe the head of our robin right up here. Let's draw a nice round circle right up here. And we'll just have that be the head and we'll fix that obviously. And then let's make a, let's do like a watermelon slice right over here. I know what I'm talking about here in a second. Like this. Kind of like that. See that? So it's like a half a circle, just a circle cut right in half. And that's going to be our main body of our robin. And then we got our circle for the head. Now I can already see how this is going to be a little bit of an issue, so we'll have to change some things. And then we're going to have the tail feathers go way down here. Go straight line down, and then we're going to just kind of curve it back over here and bring it right back up. So let's connect the body to the head with just a few little strokes. We're going to go up on the top of the head and bring it down to about here. Just kind of go straight down over on the back side of that circle and then have it come down back here. So it doesn't have to fit exactly what we did. That's our guide. That's what our sketch is. We're going to keep messing with it and refining it until it's exactly what we want. So we'll follow the head over here and then let's do that head is a little bit big. It's a little bit big. That circle we'll have to make a little bit smaller, but first maybe I'm going to draw, kind of connect with a line the neck to the body. And then we'll kind of follow that back out. You can go over it a little bit more. The darker you push, kind of the more final you're making it because it makes it kind of hard to erase afterwards. But we'll go like this and we'll bring that down a little bit sooner. And now we just need to draw our beak. That beak out there. So let's have it kind of do a little slight curve right out here. They don't have really giant beaks, but they have a decent size compared to their body. There we go. We'll kind of slant it up there. So it's a little, almost looks like a little candy corn on the side there. And the way it connects on the face is you get this kind of shape. It kind of goes like a curve backwards, and then it goes back in like that. That's how it connects onto the head. So then you'll have a little mouth here just to kind of show that these are different parts of the beak, right? So we'll draw a little line, and there you go. See, we have a bottom part of the beak and a top part of the beak. They catch all sorts of bugs with these beaks. You'll see them in your yard quite a bit. I notice they're always out in my yard after it rains because all those earthworms come up, and they like to pluck those out of my yard. So maybe you want to draw a little earthworm right there out of their mouth. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, so the neck's a little bit long, but that's easy to fix. Let's just draw our line here because they kind of have thicker necks. They don't have real skinny necks. Let's go like that. And then I think it's about right there. I'm actually going to bring the chest out all the way out here. Now that's a bit bigger than what we already drew, but I'm okay with that. You see, I can erase that, and I'm lucky that I used a pencil. They do have a big chest that kind of puffs out, and it's bright reddish orange. It's a really cool color. It pops because the rest of their body is kind of like a darker bluish gray. And then we got to draw their eyeballs. So let's draw a big eye right here. We'll exaggerate it a bit because it's fun to draw. big eyes, makes them friendlier. So we'll draw a big eye right there. Maybe they'll be looking down with a big pupil to make them look friendly. But now we got to go back here. We got to draw the wing. So we got their body on here. We kind of have an idea where that wing is going to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to follow this back line right here on the back of their body. And we're going to have it kind of just curve in right about here. Just start curving it in. Like this. And then we're going to bring it back. So it's almost like a little teardrop shape. We're going to bring it back over here. Right to about there. And it can go over a little bit. You know what? I think we should overlay that a little bit so you can really tell that that's separate than this one right here, their tail feathers. It's not the same set of feathers. And then I'm just going to draw a little line to connect it up there. Okay, so now on the bottom part, I'm just going to do one little curve to kind of have it connect with the body, just because I think that's what it'll make it look a little better. You don't have to do that. Of course, we are drawing what we see. This is how I saw a robin when I looked up pictures of a robin. So maybe if you're seeing a robin differently, then you'll draw it differently, and that's totally fine. All right, let's do those little, maybe like some little wave patterns. I do this a lot on my bird drawings, so maybe your patterns for wings or the way that you draw feathers is very different than how I draw it, and hopefully that is the case, because I like seeing how other people do their feathers on birds. You can have a lot of fun with the patterns that you put on them, so make sure you share them with me. All you have to do is have your parents go to Instagram and just tag us at Brave Kids Art Club, and that way I get a chance to see what you're working on. So please share your robins with me. I would love to see them. Then hopefully I can even share them on Fridays. At the very end of our video on Friday, I get to share all of your work, so that's really fun. Alrighty, so we'll go back, and I'm gonna just put some lines here to kind of connect my feathers a little bit. Maybe I'll just do some lines right here. They don't have to necessarily connect. So I think that looks pretty cool. I'll leave that up to you and how you want to do yours. But we're really close. I think all we need to do is do the legs. These little legs right here. They got long, skinny legs. Now I could do more detail, but I think what I want to just do is this. I think I'm just gonna do little lines. There we go. So we can really focus on the bird. We don't really need to focus too much on the feet. They're not as interesting as the colors and feathers on our bird. I think we did the same thing on our peacock, if you remember doing that one. All right, the feet go like this. They have one toe that goes in the back, and then they have 3 out front. So we got 1, 2, 3. That one looks kind of funny. I'm not sure why that one looks kind of funny. All right, we'll do this. We'll kind of separate it a little bit, maybe a little bit more. All right, we'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now those feet look pretty big, and they are kind of big compared to their body. They're kind of like me. I have really big feet. All right, so now I think I'm ready to do my outline. And if you're not ready, if you feel like I'm rushing it a little bit, just push pause whenever you need to and go ahead and catch up. But right now, I think we drew all the parts of our bird. They're really quick. Birds are pretty quick, I find, unless you're starting to draw all the little details like the feathers. But I'm going to start back here with this wing. Now we said these are songbirds, and that's because they make beautiful noises. They make really pretty noises. You'll have to look it up, have your parents help you look it up. If you've never heard a robin, it's a good chance you have, you just didn't recognize it as a robin. And they're especially vocal, or they make noise a lot. They start singing a lot during the spring and summer. And they actually have different calls for different things. They have different songs for different parts of the year as well, which is kind of cool. You'll have to go check it out. All right, let's do these little lines on here. Now I've seen robin eggs. There's a lot of cool things about the coloring on robins. So before they're born, when they're just little eggs, they're actually a really cool, like light sky blue. The eggs are. They're little tiny little things, and they're a really cool blue color. All right, we're gonna do the head. There we go. careful around this beak, like that. There we go. I want to leave enough room so that I can still do my little line to show that there's a top and bottom part of their beak. There we go. We'll draw their neck. Now we're going to get down to where their really pretty bright orangish red chest is. And we'll bring it back down here. Connect that tail feather. Now sometimes what I'll do is I'll kind of show them at an angle a little bit because they have a very unique looking tail too, like a lot of these birds. But today I did not do that, and I think it's okay because the coloring will tell you what kind of bird it is. Even though it looks like a lot of the members of the thrush family, a lot of these birds look kind of similar. I think they're in the same family as, what are those? Blackbirds. Blackbirds are also part of the thrush family. Other songbirds. Okay, let's draw these little stick legs. Now, I'm going to make up my own right here. I'm not going to follow what I drew because I don't think I drew them the right way. And that's why you can make decisions later with your pen. And I think I made them too big earlier, so I just shrunk them a little bit. Okay, now, we got to do the eyeball. I'm not going to talk during this. Ooh, I want to make sure I get that eye right. There we go. I'm going to color in that pupil right there, have it looking down. Again, maybe you want to add something. Maybe, what is it looking at? Is there a cricket or something like that that it's looking at, some sort of insect? Okay, I think one more thing before I start coloring is I'm going to do a few little things to kind of show that it's kind of got feathers. It's not completely smooth. Now, like always, I don't need to color in, or I don't need to add feathers all over the body. I can just add a few here and there and you get the idea. Maybe we'll draw another line over here on the feather. Okay, I gotta stop or I'll just keep coloring, or I'll keep just drawing it in. I like adding more and more details, but we're in a good spot. I'm gonna go ahead and just erase all my undersketch, and then I'm gonna start coloring. So you should too. So make sure if you need to pause and catch up, do that, but let's talk right after we do the coloring. And there we go. Our little robin friend is finished. I'm so excited with how it turned out. I loved drawing this part right here on the chest, the big pop of color. You can't miss them. You know exactly what type of bird they are as soon as you see them. I love little robins. And I don't think I've thought of a name yet. Have you thought of a name for yours yet? Awesome. Well, I need to come up with one. Let's see. How about Sharon? I like the name Sharon. There we go. This is gonna be a little robin named Sharon. So, and I'm really proud of how she turned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign my name here on my artwork so everybody knows that I'm proud of what I made. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great time. This has been a lot of fun. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel so we can keep seeing these every single day. It goes Monday through Friday. And make sure that you give these a like if you enjoyed the videos. It truly does help me. Thank you guys. Remember, be brave, be creative, but most importantly, be you. All right, we'll see you guys next time.